David Hively from Twitch said the phrase of the day is tensile strength. What does it mean? Fix It David from Twitch said the phrase of the day is tensile strength. What does it mean?
All right, let's do some shit. So you guys can hear me out there. So I was trying to do like, like how-to videos, but to be honest, I'm learning pretty much everything as we go. For instance, what you're looking at right now is the crankshaft position timing. We'll call it a sprocket. It's actually teeth. So yeah, what's called a sprocket. I want to show you. I go to Cummins, quick serve, and I pull up this part number. And when I Google it, on Cummins' website, Shop Cummins, it is $35 plus $9 shipping per little bolt. And what happened is on this crank position timing sprocket, we'll call it, I found one broken bolt and another one that was damaged. And so I was going through the process and called the local Pepe, and that guy, Dan the man over there, he is outstanding, Portland, Oregon. Love that guy. Thank you for all the work that you did. He came up with these for me, and these are what would we call a 10.9 tensile strength zinc alloy bolt. They're the shiny ones. They're what we would call a grade 5 bolt, I think, when we compare grade 5 bolts to grade 8 bolts. I don't know that. That's just a guess. Again, I need a minimum of 2. I'd like to replace all 5 so that I have fresh hardware in this thing and I don't have to worry about it ever coming loose again. And $35 a piece, $44 with shipping, and then even more money if you need to expedite because, say, you have an engine down like what you guys are looking at right now. And so I thought about it today after I picked up my parts from Pape, and I thought to myself, well, if he can call a local hardware store and he can get these zincs, I ought to be able to call a local hardware store and see what I can find. And so I called Vancouver Nut and Bolt here in Vancouver, Washington, and they said, sure, we got something. It's a different drive. It's an Allen drive, which is meh. I now have to put 1/4-inch stuff on it instead of my 3/8, but that's fine. Like it's torqued to 71 inch-pounds, so it's barely even a click. And these down at the local hardware store, Vancouver Nut and Bolt. Thanks again, guys, down there. This makes it out to you. I hope you know how much I appreciate you. They quoted me 13 cents a piece. So what the F, Cummins? 13 cents a piece. So that's my boggle. That's my haggle. I don't have much else to say about it. Just 13 cents here at a local store with a different drive. Everything else is perfect. Compared to 35 plus 9, $44, and I gotta wait a couple weeks to get it. Like, how does that even work, Cummins? Anyway, I did a whole bunch of work. These ones that are 13 cents a piece, research or homework or whatever you want to call it, they are a 12.9 tensile strength, which is virtually the strongest bolt you can get. They're an all steel alloy, and like I said, other than the drive, which is Torx on the Cummins and a Allen on the local hardware stores, they're exactly the same bolt. So I don't get it. 13 cents compared to $35. I understand Cummins is probably proud of that torque, and I like the torque. I prefer the torque over the Allen. It's got a whole lot less likelihood of giving out when it comes time to break that fastener loose. But ultimately, for 1,000 times, I think, maybe even more. It's more, right? It's like 3,000 times the price. I'll take the Allen. So here's where we're at. I got the hardware. We're going to clean this up real quick, install these, and then we're going to move on. Cam bushing is next, and then it'll go the front cover, and then from there we will install the cam, tap it, and get this thing turned over. So a little bit of brake clean in the hole, mediocre shot of air to dry things out. If I'm out of air, and I should probably go charge my air up. So you guys just want to hang out for a minute? We'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Well, pretty dry by now. So I'll have to be a little quicker. Going on from the first, fortunately that was the first one. But I'm using blue Loctite. Says to use purple, but I don't want these backing out. And I'm pretty good. I think I can remove them pretty good when it's time. So I'm going to put that finger tight for now. Oops, give me back my tool. Wipe that extra lock. And then move on. Replacing all of them. Okay. All right, here we got one that's missing. Might as well just do them both at the same time. Makes sense, right? Try and hurry here. I got to get back and torque that one. Before oh, excuse me. All right. Got the air ready this time. And two more to go. Then we'll go back and torque them all real fast. Oops. Bump you guys. Still bumping, yeah. See if I can get you in here. Well, they can sell these used parts on eBay for about 30 bucks a piece, huh? Free shipping. Okay, nice and clean. And a little bit of oil left there. Let's see. That looks better. Okay. Excuse my language. That was a lot of Loctite that just came out there. Okay. Let's get our 1/4-inch torque wrench out. Sorry about the delay here. Have to put the batteries in it. Just some brand new cheap Amazon tool. Nothing special about it. We want inch pounds. And we want (71 inch pounds). Let's see how it feels. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's 2. And 2 more. That one was not perfect. That's where that Torx comes in handy, but it is good. I'm not concerned about it at all. And throw away. Should be one more right there. And what happened was I actually didn't get deep enough in it, so it kind of rounded the outside off a little. That's that. So a quick wipe down and a little lube so that we don't get any rust buildup while we're getting to the next few steps. And that's that. Oops, I'm not really supposed to touch those as much as possible. Okay. Should never have to worry about that again. We hope. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we will be pounding in a cam bushing. If you guys happen to be following, then last time you would have saw that we were pounding it out. We got it out, and the replacement that we had ordered was the wrong ones. That was a couple days ago. Since then, I've gotten the right one in, and it is actually upstairs, but really not that far away. You guys should probably hear me the whole way. So here's the old one, and there's the new one. Looks a little bit better. I didn't break the package on the other ones. I'm about to send them back, even though I paid like $50 to have them shipped overnight. Oh, it was a whole deal. But it is all good in the hood. So we'll get you guys back out of the way here while I figure out where I'm going to put you. I haven't really decided yet. Get back down here. So here's the thing, is that there's an oil passage hole that we have to line up on this thing. It's really hard to see when the engine is upside down. I wonder, it's a little easier to see from that angle. But that's going to be a mother trucker. 2 pound in there. So I'm not sure yet, guys, but we got to figure the angle out. This thing over here. Now from there we can see it easy. What we're looking for is lining that hole. Oh. How about that hole up with the one single hole that they have in the bushing? As we pound it in, we got to make sure those are lined up. Soil passage. So I think I got to get my tool in there, get the rod hooked up, and then once I have it all hooked up, I think we can flip it back over, because I need it to be upside down for me to put the tool in. So you guys are just kind of kick back here, and we'll see where we end up. Okay. We did forget to oil some stuff over here too. This is just a stabilizing oil. The idea is just to keep everything that accidentally got sprayed here, rust free, until she gets in there where she's gonna be getting an oil bath every day. All right. Yeah, it drips through on the floor. We don't care. That's why I got the carpet there. Okay, let's get this tool going here. Hopefully I'm as satisfied going in as I was going out. Gonna go with the same setup, which for me, that big washer again that comes with it, it didn't work for me. I didn't like it. So I just put that back in the kit. I get the small washer. Then we're gonna get a little bit of lube on this thing again. Just because we want to set up. I don't know if we need to lube it again. I lubed it up last use. But to get this part apart, just so you guys know, it can be a bear, right? It's actually not that bad, especially because you want to lube this before you use it the first time. But if you just grab the collar of the bushing that spreads it and kind of pull on it, it's kind of pops right off of there. Easy cheesy. I'm just looking. This is plenty of lube. So as far as putting it back on, pretty quick. Not a lot to it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Quickly going to peek the adapter, see how I feel about it. It's looking kind of dry in comparison. So just a little bit of whatever your your assembly grease is, I think. But probably any kind of lubricant will work. It don't take a lot. Oh, that's enough for the whole thing. I mean, it doesn't take much. Just want everything to move freely and spread evenly. That's the biggest thing. Just taking put some there, maybe wipe the excess off right there because I'm holding on my finger. And you can slide this on. I just want to remind you, when you slide it on, slide or line up the spreading teeth so that they're spreading up on each other. Slide it all the way up until it's on there. That's installed, right? It's ready to go. Then we take our new bushing and we slide it on there, and then we won't be expanding it because this piece has to go in by itself. And that's why it has to be upside down, because I got to reach in there and guide it in by hand. But once I have it, I should be able to control it, line it up. I hope. It's kind of the idea. Anyhow, so I know a lot of people put a line there. Which I could probably do, actually. Might help. As long as I can. Put that right there real quick. How do we do this? I want a lint free rag. That's clean. That's dirty. And then what I'm doing, I'm going down the side of the housing and I'm wiping away the oil that's just right here on the casting around where the bushing's going to install. And then I'm going to take a blue paint pen, I think. We're just going to go for a dot. Oh, I need this light kind of out of my way. And then I need an indicator of where the hole is. It's actually over here. I could use that magnet. That would work good. Bear with me, folks. We're just making some marks. There's no way to make it with that. So I need a magnet. Much closer. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright, I gotta get my flashlight on that. Make sure it's actually center of the hole. That's pretty darn centered. Pretty darn. Well, we have a mark. Let's see. So it looks pretty good. We'll study it when we get in there as well. Let's set up. Might actually pound this in upside down. I don't know. We'll see. Get you guys in here as much as possible. So I'm gonna have to play back out real quick, but not a whole lot going on down here. Let's see if we can get you in there to see some of it. Oh. Gosh. Why does your light look so bad though? How's that look? That's a little better. All right. So, sorry about the shift. Probably better for the content and not time consuming. So, I don't know what you guys can and can't see there, but here's my goal, right? Yet. right about there. Should be able to see that. That's that tool. It's kind of in the start of the hole there. And from there, okay. Oops. All right. Well, you guys can't see it, but I do have at least the beginning. Of a mark there. What I hope you can see, however, is the oil passage in the bushing. It has to be lined up in some cements perfectly. With the hole in the oil passage. Oh, I could make a mark there. I can make a mark on the race right there. So we're actually going to pull out again, guys. I'm learning. Like I said, just learning here. We're actually going to mark the race with where the hole's at. So this will take me a few minutes while I pull you guys back out real quick. I'm not going to have all this stuff in my way while I do it. Okay. Actually, I don't need to pull the whole rod out, just a little bit. And go back. So see, without you guys in the way, it's actually not hard. Okay. So I want to mark right there. And so now I can see to verify where I like that better. Seems a little bit cleaner. Sorry. So sorry. Pushing. Sorry. I've learned my lesson. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I can tell I need to turn the whole thing. That way. Let's see how that looks. Back just a lot. Just a little bit back here, not much. Like so far. Excuse me. That looks utterly perfect to me. Oh wow. I don't know. So my light's did not like getting wet. I guess that's as good as that gets. See where I can fit you guys into this equation. Now we're gonna pound it upside down too. So you can't really see shit there, huh? That's not too shabby though. Not in my way, I can see. We'll work with that. All right, one more time, double checking. Make sure I'm nice and lined up. Let's drive it in. Peek that. Looks pretty good. Peek this. That looks like. Oh, come on. All right. Didn't look like it was going just perfectly straight, so let's see. Oh, that was way better. Felt all sorts of movement on that hit. All right, let's Don't want to overdrive it. It will punch out the front. Peek that real quick. We'll need some more. Okay, the line looks good. Let's say we're right back where we left off. I would call that pretty darn near a perfect install. I'll double check my ring. Come on now, get down there. I guess you're down there. That's as low as you guys get. So anyway, you can't see the oil ring at the moment, but yeah, it's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. We're happy. So I'll get you guys back out of the way. Not a whole lot going on here. I got to break down the tool, get it out of this block, put it away, get you guys tall. If I can quit running over my cords. Sorry about all the hand action. Just double checking. See just the slightest lip sticking out. Well within the housing. I think it's perfect. Definitely within the oil jacket, and it's definitely flush to the bevel cut on the front. So back to removing the tool. Who knows when we'll ever use that tool again. Freak. All that because of this silly little, see if I can get it in there. Right there. Not going to focus too much on it, but it's just a little ding that would allow possible chewing up of the cam. Can't have it. Okay, so next step is the cover. We can turn it right side up for that. Which is right here. I know everything needs painted. I just don't have it, guys. I just don't have that kind of money. This build was expensive. So later on, once I get back into making more money, I'll go back in and spot paint everything. Maybe some crazy day in a year or two. As long as I have, oh, none of that, whatever that was. Going down to my jackets. Get that off of there pretty quick. Pull that all back up real quick. Okay. I gotta find the gasket for this bad boy. That's all cleaned up and ready to go. Oh, that polish obviously goes up there. Oh. Okay. So then oil just gets past this. Understood. And the oil flow between here and there, just back into the oil pan. I was kind of wondering about the seal on that. So we have to put an expansion plug seal on the back. So that's good news. That's the seal on this end of the cam, which there's not one. This is great. This has a gasket. It is in those boxes up there somewhere. I do not want it to fall off on the ground. It's pretty good. I had to guess it's in this bundle. Alright, let's make sure Quicksilver doesn't require or suggest. Got that installed, thank you. Crankshaft gear, front shaft, crankshaft. Gear cover front. Gear housing front. Log back in, of course. Want to go cylinder block, and then we want gear cover front. Nope, gear housing front. That is correct. All right, let's read through this real quick, folks. It says remove the rocker lever cover, rocker levers and push rods, remove the vibration damper, remove the gear cover, remove the crankshaft, remove the fuel pump, remove the disconnected gear driven accessories, remove all 6 oil pan screws, remove the gear housing bolts, use a feeler gauge, separate the lubricating, okay. Use a plastic hammer, we're already past all that. It is cleaned, clean gasket material from block, that's done. Inspecting for cracks, that's done. 12 pass gasket assembly can be repaired. We're not worried about that. We're not worried about that. Clean the sealing surfaces and coat the new gasket on both sides with 3 sides. That's still oil pan. And we're done with oil pan. Here we go. Mark and trim off the new gear housing gasket. When properly trimmed, the gear housing gasket must be even with the lubricating oil pan gasket when installed. Okay. Position the gasket on the alignment dowels. Use guide pins to assist in aligning the gasket and the gear housing. Make sure to remove the guide pins after alignment. I don't have any guide pins for this. We're going to redneck it. Carefully install to make sure the gasket's still in place. Wow. Install and mount and tighten the cap screws in the defined order. Start the oil pan cap screws. Don't worry about that because the oil pan's not there yet. Tighten the cap, so that's it. No, they don't call for any type of sealant, any case sealant. Cut her up, man. I know you like that case sealant, and I do too. I looked at the AC Delco case sealant, and it seemed kind of spendy. I wonder if this would be easier if I roll this up. Onto that angle. I like it. And then get you guys over here. Get you tall. You can kind of see what's going on. Not sure what that looks like out there. Let's take a look. You're still kind of tall though. Let's bring it down a bit. Boom. How's that looking? All right. Oh shit. Oh shoot, I mean. How's that looking? All right, so there it is. We're gonna put this front cover on, or housing actually it's called. These are the killer dowel pins. Mine look great. I don't see a problem with them. Still, possible that I don't address it, and it blows up on me. Just my luck, folks. All right, so I'm just quickly giving the two surfaces a super quick bath here. I don't need for you guys to see too much of that. Oops. Flip out. See a spot here I kind of missed. I don't like that because it's gonna leak. I don't want it to leak, which means I gotta pull the fucking sander out. A little buffer. This doesn't go well with a clean room environment. It's a quick scuff. Try and make it go this direction. That's it. That's all it was. Oh my god. Am I done? Is that the end of the game for me? Did I just burn up the engine, ladies and gentlemen? No. That's what you get when you build in the garage. Okay, that suits. It's nice and clean. There's actually probably a leak previously because I didn't buff that side at all. This side can clean up later. For what it's worth, Cutter Up Rob, if you ever catch any of these videos, my guy, I like the idea of case sealant too. I really do. I just wasn't in the budget. I don't think I blew the budget out so bad that I have to worry about the build. I think it's good. And I just hope that is the case for these. So that is not this one. That is the outside. That would be this one, right? Not this one. This one will go right here. I'm sure of that. Oop. We're in the right kit. I just haven't found the right gasket yet. Man, I am so out of room in here. This is awful. Let's see. Let me set these here for now. Oil cooler gaskets. Oil pan gasket. I'm doing something wrong. Where's the gasket for this thing? Has to be. That should be this one. Some sort of fashion. Let me see what's going on. Oh, it's gonna be a. Oh, there it is. It was right there the whole time. I just couldn't see it. Okay. Sorry about that. Here we go. Boom shakalaka. Just like that. So apparently they want these flush. What it was saying before we take a peek. Make sure the gasket's still in place. Not what we want. Not what we want. We don't care about fixing the oil pan gasket. Mark and trim 1.59 millimeters. 63 thousandths of an inch off the new gear housing gasket. When properly trimmed, the gear housing gasket must be even with the lubricating oil pan gasket when installed. So, I mean, oh, I see. So it just wants to sit down right on top of it. Well, I'll be able to razor cut that when we get to it. So we're not doing that. We're not there yet. Okay, there's that. And then we want the killer dowel pin. Goes here. No, goes. Oh, I see. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Like so. I'll killer dowel pins. I don't even see the bottom dowel pin. Oh, it's not a problem. Not a completely open hole. So it's just the one dowel pin that's a problem. The killer dowel pin. We already knew that. All right. So then, according to Cutter Up Raw, what I can do is go ahead and install this, and then don't forget, but come back and just mash these pretty good. My dowel pin is still way perfect in there. Not even close to out. It's only 185 horse engine. I don't think it's probably anything I have to even worry about, but I'll still booger it up just to make sure. So, all right then, I gotta actually find the hardware for this guy. Wow. Okay. Tablet cover. Let's see. Timing cover bolts. That's us. Okay. Let's see if we can kind of figure out what we got going on here. So we have okay. Been a while since I took this apart, but so all the threaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's count these. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Perfect. Are these little 10 mil stubbies. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I'm sure are caps for going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, those are the ones we want right now. So, to be honest with you, I didn't clean up a lot of this hardware and stuff. I don't have a sonic machine or a vibrator or anything else. So I do have some brake cleaner and rag. and a couple of hands. Now, I'm not saying these are as good as your supersonic reedy leak or your medium tumbler, or obviously not anywhere near as good, but those will work. They'll work. Lock them in there. Lock them up. All right. So these are all Torques, which I have one out. I need to fix that. They are a T40, it looks like. Shoot. These are all going to get a dab of red. It's just a dab. These are good high tensile strength bolts. So even if I have to heat it, I'm experienced enough technician to know that it's going to break before I take it out. In most cases, obviously I break shit. Everybody breaks shit, right? I just try to break shit less than most. Try. And then it says, carefully install the gear housing. Make sure to install and tighten the mounting cap screws in the defined order. 18 foot-pounds on a 3/8 drive. And for some reason it thinks I have 7 of them. You'd be wrong. It wants me to put in these corner caps as well, which is fine. So let's see. I got 5. It seems to think that 7's good enough. Let's blow this up so I can see it. And we got something to work with. So I need 2 more of these caps for the outside edge. I got to put them in my homemade tumbler here. Shop rag. Shop rag, ladies and gentlemen, and your hands. That sound you just heard is me hitting almost a brake clean. That sound you're hearing is me tumbling them inside of my media rag. Like I said, they're not perfect, but they're certainly clean enough for a quick build, or whatever. So apparently because these 2 are outside of the housing, they can go in very last. I'm assuming you guys can see that. I don't actually have it over there. Oh yeah, easy. Okay. Jump back over here real quick. To 18 foot-pounds on 3/8 drive. Okay, sorry, had to pull it all together real quick. Okay, that's 18 foot-pounds. And I want this one first. That's el numero uno. El numero dos, straight across and under the top. I didn't hit these two with Loctite. You probably don't need it, but I think they're next. Yep, they are. Those are 10 mil. And so it wants this corner first. Hey. Okay. Number 5 is the bottom, and then 6 is right above it. Inside caps. And number 7 is last but not least. Should be this tall one up here. Okay. And that is torqued down. I think, good. All right, so bag all this hardware back up that's not being used. Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Cam's next. So, get her flip back around here. Let's see. That angle will not work for the tappets. Seeing some minor damage on this install, this cam bushing. Nothing I'm too overly concerned about. It bothers me that I'm gonna have to hit that with a sanding pad a little bit. Have to be a wet sanding pad. And it should be good as far as keeping out of the oil passages because kind of above it. It didn't take much, but I see a couple of cut edges in there. I don't like it. Yeah, let's think about that for a minute before we move on, but I think this position will work fine. I'm gonna go in and I'll put the tappet, ching 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 ding ding ding, slide the cam in, time everything, and fold it up. Check the thrust on it. We should be good. Oh, looking out here, there's my timing mark. How nice that cam just pushes around with the thumb. Love that. And that timing mark is always, no matter what, huh? Top dead center. Huh, very cool. Okay. All right, let me go grab a piece of sandpaper. Guys, I'll be right back. Oh my God, what have you been looking at this whole time? So sorry for you. All right. So I would try to show you these birds, but I doubt you can see them. They're very, very small. I'm back. I don't want to show you guys what I'm doing, but why not? So currently what I'm doing is just a quick buff. We created some microscopic edges just on the inside lip here. And so when we were pounding that in, so I want to take them off. I'm not sure the best way to do it, but I think something like that. Yeah. Got some more right there that we created. I'm not actually hitting the bushing with the sandpaper, just that inside edge. That swole just a hair. I'd say about like so. So nothing special there. Again, just some minor microscopic barbs that popped up when I was putting that thing in. Virtually no dirt out of it. So, all right. Let's clean and install some tappets. All right, well, tappets are just another word for lifters. These are called a flat top tappet, I think. What they're called. Not sure what you guys' view looks like. Let's take a peek. You can see enough. Yeah, like so. All right, so these pistons are unfortunately no good. Every single one of them. These expensive mother chuckers. Including this wrist pin. Connecting rods that we won't need for a little while. I'll box them back up, get them out of the way as much as possible. Well, you guys don't know it, but I took these into a shop and torqued them up, the connecting rods, and did some measurements with bearings in, and must have measured something super wrong, but I was getting 8,000 clearance on my oil, and if you know anything, you know that's not good. My oil filter housing, we'll be going through this later. Got some stuff to rebuild that around here somewhere. This is starting to look like usable real estate again over here. In case you guys couldn't tell. Oh wow, did I just break it again? I just broke it. It's so broken, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we can fix it. Oof. Fixed it. Okay, these tappets should be in order from left to right, 1 to 6. So now let's study these tappets. Where'd my go? Need my magnet. It's upstairs, guys. I'll be right back. So just put a little lubrication grease on them. They each have a port. I'm just kind of spinning them down into the holes they go in. Making sure they're free spinning. Let's slap my magnet off them and move on. out the other one. Put it back. Mike still working? That's great. So we're getting moving right along here. So it's such a slow process. Looks like we got two maybe left. Two sets anyway. What I'm doing there is I'm just spinning them around in their circle, working on making sure they're nice and smooth. That there's absolutely no metal on metal. This is probably one of the last things to receive oil. It's got to pressurize. Oil's got to go up through the head. It's got to lubricate. The valve train, and then from there drip down onto these. I've got to use the restroom. I will be right back. Check, check. Oops, still working. Let's turn that off real quick. Check. Check, check. All right, we're back. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Get gloved up and get back on the missions here. We're on our last set of tappets now before we install the cam real quick. My tumbler. Perfect. Perfectly used, but they're perfect. What we're really looking for on these is not really that smoke area there. It'd be nice if that was perfect, but this. I mean, that is gorgeous. We like that. That means that the cam's been smooth, baby. About the only thing that probably is smooth on this build. All right, last tappet. It's going in now. Okay. So the tappet's in. Not sure if you can see down there with the current light. Let's see if I can make that better for you. Oh boy. Maybe like that. Anyway, yeah. What we're looking at. Obviously each cylinder will have some. There's one for the exhaust, one for the intake. And the cam holds those in place. So that's why they go in right before the cam. Again, not necessarily a how to do video, just kind of a follow with me. And then if anything ever goes so wrong, then I got some video footage of it. And then maybe I can make some how-to videos out of this. I'm definitely able to start streaming the cam, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how much you can or can't see, but there's the cam. I'm just wiping all the old oil off of it. Lube her up. I cut her up, Rob. I did see your trick of just lubing it up about halfway and then shoving her in and then lubing the external half. And I like that. My first time, just figured I better do a little bit better, boss. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Countdown to the change in life that's sure to come. And life has just begun. Life has just begun. Are you ready? This is where the stuff will start to get the cray. All right. So I've never done this before. My first time, I'll be honest, pulling it out was a little awkward as well. So um, can't be that hard, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna start shoving it in there. See what happens. I was thinking that I would like to have the engine kind of at an upward angle. Something like if I can something like that maybe. And then I'm not sure which part you guys would actually want to see. But you kind of want to see it sliding down. I think I can get you closer if I bring you guys down. Let's see, and then I'll light that up for you. Don't judge me. Literally never done this before. How's that look? A little bright on the, and then your angles a little off. Maybe I can get you guys over a little bit better. Let's try that. Oh, that's much better. All right, I think I'll put you guys there. And then we'll just start sliding this in. Just double check all the tappets are down. I actually see one that looks like it popped back up a little bit. Well, maybe not. Okay. And as long as everything is down, should go in. Okay. Looks like I gotta move the crank just a little bit. And that looks about lined up. Let's see what can I do here to get this baby to pop in there. There it is. Now, I'll rip my glove. I just need to verify. I don't know how that looked from your guys' angle. I was watching it all from my side, but it felt pretty cool. Went in super easy. Happy about that for sure. I got to pull up Cummins and verify. But if I'm not mistaken, well, there we go. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that should be timed. Let's see, where's that flashlight at? 10, 9, 8, 7. Let's see. See if I can. Anyways, obviously I want to double check, but I'm pretty sure that means that we are in time. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna put you guys up here for just a sec. I just found the retainer or the lock or whatever you want to call that secures the cam inside of the block, and we're gonna put that in here in just a sec. Just simply, I like know that's right, but I just want to verify. So let's see, camshaft. Rotate the crankshaft to align the crankshaft to camshaft timing marks 10 and 20. Rotate the engine 180 degrees on the rollover stand. Remove the cap screws from the thrust plate. Remove the camshaft and thrust plate. Spec for reuse. Measurements were good. Bearing journals were good. Just put a brand new. Actually seemed just a hair, but it's good. It'll be fine. And then let's see. Install the camshaft while pushing in slightly. Rotate the camshaft. Carefully work the camshaft. Before the camshaft gear engages the crankshaft gear, check for ease of rotation. Check the camshaft for ease of rotation. No problem. When installed properly, the camshaft will rotate freely. Align the timing marks as illustrated. 1 to 2. Okay, we got it right. So there's 2 sets of timing marks. One for the cam, and then the other is for the VP44 high pressure fuel pump. So let's get you over here where you can see what I'm doing real quick. I wish you guys could see the timing marks better. Not sure how good that looked for you. It didn't. And that is my wife calling. And it's 4:25, my love. Hello, my love.
Hey.
Hey.
Are you in the garage?
I am.
Did you see that I was trying to talk to you and it wasn't talking to you back?
In the garage?
Mm-hmm.
How
On
can
your
you?
stream.
Oh. Nope. It's not working,
Okay.
huh?
I sent you a text, but I know that you're busy. No, it wasn't reading them to you. I'm probably gonna be ready about 5. Is that doable?
Yeah. Well, they're not coming through at all.
Oh, really?
No, not this moment. So I just rebooted that. Well, it's whatever, you know. This is mostly. I was actually supposed to be recording on the computer this whole time, but that's fine. I'll go on YouTube and use that footage. So some of it's on the computer, some of it's on YouTube. All of it's on YouTube.
Okay. YouTube, obviously, I think is where I was watching you for a little while.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. That sucks. If I had any interaction, I wouldn't know it at this point. So, well.
I sent you like 3 messages and some words.
Yeah, no, I don't see any of that. So, whatever's clever. What time is it now? 4:30. Understood. I will bolt this cam in real quick. Should only take a few minutes, and then I will check the lash, and I'll head out to get you. 5 o'clock, you said?
Yeah.
You got, you got it, my love.
Thanks, love you.
All right, I love you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So now we are pulling out the camshaft retainer and hardware. Clean it up real quick. Give it a quick stable oil. Got a good lash there. I guess that's clear. Should rotate freely right now. Oh, the cam. Okay. I'm like, dang, that sure looks like it's riding on the housing. Like, what's going on? But it occurs to me that the retainer is going to stop that as well as kind of hold it in. So let's clean them up real quick, throw them in. Looks like they're going to be a 12 mil maybe. No, 13. 13 all day, baby. And let's figure out what the torque value is on it real quick. Let's see. It is 18 foot-pounds. I don't have my gloves on right now, but I'm leaving to get my wife here in just a minute, so I'm gonna redneck it. Spray brake cleaner into the palms of my hands. It's good for you. You don't get cancer from it or anything. So I didn't do it on camera. You can't say I inspired you to get cancer. None of that malarkey. Oh, here is the cam retainer. Not a lot to it. Just slides up in there and then it'll bolt into place. Let's see. So I know we got to pull this out a little bit. Hold on. We should put that back on, back in time just to make sure that we are good. Okay. Back in time, cylinder 1 is back on TDC. Now let's do it. A little bit of lube. Just a little bit. Doesn't need a lot. Enough lube coming out that from the install. But you know, lube can't hurt. I got the bolts here ready to go. And they are Loctite. Part number out. Never done this before, by the way. My first time. I could have watched the video real quick and make sure I'm doing it right, but you know, who does that? Oh, well, must be doing something wrong here, folks. Got it. All right, so part of the hardest part is you got to get this up onto the collar here. Anyway, again, my first time. Checking my timing, and she should just kind of drop in there now, I think. I think I can hold it here, maybe. Oops. About like so. Jesus. All right. Did it. All right, 3/8 torque wrench. And the torque is 18 again, which this is already set to. Pretty nice. And that's that. It seems pretty loose to me. I'd like to have it tighter, but I did red tight it, so I highly doubt it's coming loose. All right, let's take a peek. Sounds better. Okay, let's quickly check the thrust and then I'm out of here to go get my wife. Brush is easy, folks. All we're looking for is a good mid section on the measurement, and then if possible, get it near the 0. Saves you having to turn the bezel all the way around. Okay, so it's really that easy. You just get it set up on there so that you have some play, both directions, obviously. And then you change your gauge to 0, and it's just that easy. So what we're going to measure is how far, it's called a thrust, and we're just going to measure how far this cam will lift back up, out. We can do that right here, I think. Maybe get a better spot than that. Let's see. I don't like any of that. Let's try right here. That'll work. Okay. So once I get the pry bar under there, then what we're looking for is just to see how much it lifts up. So full pry. Zero it out one more time. And full pry is 10 thou. So that tells us that we have 10 thou thrust. Now knowing that, we can go over quickly and we can look to see what the thrust is supposed to be, what our clearance is. So verify the cap or shaft backlash is 4 to 18 thousandths. We were at 10 thousandths. We're right in the middle. We're gorgeous. We wouldn't want any more play than that. Probably wouldn't want any less. Okay, so that's going to be it for the stream for now. Cam's installed. Next step is that I can finally flip it over, and we're going to start measuring cylinders, pistons, doing ring gaps, setting up connecting rods, building pistons and connecting rods. And, oh, gosh darn it. That thing is in there. Should be fun. Hopefully, this thing gets heavier every time I work. Every time I do something, it gets heavier. And hopefully the rotating assembly is done on this by tomorrow afternoon. If not, even tonight. So there's all of our tappets that we installed. Right here you can see. And they're just lifters. As the crank turns, so do they, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but not a whole lot of work to it. Ugh. Anyway, that'll be it for the stream for now. I'll probably start another one later this evening.